to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. That'll bring this to about the 25. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Aguilar goes off in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 18. A big play there for Baltimore. 37 yards. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. Look wide. Get this one complete.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
Just think back to a few plays ago, Mike. This offense is finding themselves entering the red zone. It looked like we're about to see a touchdown, but that's how fast things can change in this game. The defense finds themselves with their back against the wall, coming up with a huge 4th down stop. Not only do they keep points off the board, but it's nicer to do it when you come off with the ball in your hand.
Oh, Pacheco hit. He loses the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. Play action here. Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They go play action. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of the Ravens has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Second down and 8. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 77 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Hardy now with the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. First and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. Here's second and 9. Now, Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Third and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Quick, ready?
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. First down throw, Mahomes. That is hauled in at the 5. He is in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw, Jackson. To the tight end, Likely. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
And he gets this up close to the first down. Mark him at the 32.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Raven first down. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. What is it? Go. Sit hot.
Jackson now from the 50. He finds Likely, his tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A high throw over the middle, that's taken in. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Baltimore. So we reach halftime, and the visitors, the Chiefs, out on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Brandon Stevens there to bring him down. Second and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge run from Pacheco. 32 yards. Off the play fake. Mahomes. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
On 1st and 10, Jackson, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquil.